What's up, dog?
Hello, how you doing? Good to see you, Benny Feldman.
I'm chilling. It's good to see you as well, Aaron
Yeah.
Chen. We just have the most formal podcast episode.
I love that.
Well, I'm gonna turn that off.
Yeah.
There we go.
Nice.
Can't hear it in
now
the
we're
background.
rocking.
Now we're rocking.
Yeah.
Hold on, that's not very formal. What the-
I'm kind of crazy. I can't really do formal for a very long time.
I don't even know. I don't think I ever slip into speaking that way.
What, formal?
Like, yeah, I've dressed formally for like a wedding or something, but I never talk formal style.
Yeah. Have you
know what I
ever
mean?
been in a situation where you got to be real formal?
I guess the closest would be like a work Zoom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's
Yeah.
not even like I've never been like a butler.
What do you do for work? Are you allowed to say?
Well, now I'm a comedian.
Full
But I mean,
time?
yeah, you
Oh,
as well,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But I mean,
But the way
previously,
you said that.
yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what just came to mind. Is
Yeah. What did you do?
I made websites.
Oh, nice.
yeah.
You don't need to be that formal for that.
No, but sometimes if you're like talking to a client or something, it's like
Yeah.
if you're just meeting a client for the first time, you want to not be making weird jokes or something,
Yeah.
or
What's-
saying rock and roll or whatever.
What's that cop show with the Ice Cube and stuff like that?
Oh, I don't know.
Not Ice Cube, Ice T.
Is that Law and Order?
Maybe Law and Order, but there's the goth girl as well.
I don't know. I
Those
don't watch
guys
it.
are not formal, you know?
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're at work, but they're not formal. That's like making websites, is like what that goth girl does.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I guess once you get to know people at work, once you can,
You
once
drop,
you-
yeah.
yeah. Maybe a job interview is the most formal because
Yeah,
you're like,
that's it.
hello,
Yeah.
yes, I'm in a suit.
Networking events.
Yeah,
Yeah, stuff
We-
like that.
we should do this podcast in suits.
Yeah.
I could grab some. I could grab some ties
Yeah,
real quick.
please.
I'm gonna grab a tie.
Why do you have ties?
What do you mean?
I guess you gotta have ties.
Oh, I mean, I only have. Well, this is my old tie that I would wore to
Whoa.
like high
That's
school.
cute.
Probably you want to wear that one?
You wear that to high school?
Like a high school prom or something.
Oh, nice.
And then
Did you have a nice prom?
yeah,
Do you
I would
like
say so.
prom? Yeah.
I would say yeah.
What's
yeah, I
that
enjoyed it.
like?
Do you not have prom in Australia?
We call it a year 12 formal.
What?
Yeah.
Is it
And that's a formal event.
is it different in some capacity?
To prom?
Yeah, or I
I
guess
don't
is that
know
what you're
what
asking?
prom's like except for in the movies. Was your prom like the movies?
Yeah,
Were you prom king?
no, I was certainly not. But I would say
You
the
were
thing
close too.
No, but I think the thing with like that kind of thing is that I remember that all being very much so like done as a joke where like
Yeah.
the people we
yeah.
elected were like sort of counter to the typical idea, but I think that's more common where people
Yeah.
elect sort of like a fun person. You know what I
Or
mean?
did you go to a chill school?
I went to like a chill public school, yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Did you have the king and queen of year 12 formal?
No king and queen. In Australia, you kind of do awards like most likely to, that
Superlatives,
type of thing.
yeah.
Maybe a little bit of that, but not really. It's just a dinner and you dance and stuff. It's no good.
Oh, that's exactly the same.
Yeah. I guess, yeah. We would probably have modeled it based on what we thought a prom was based on watching movies.
I mean, that's what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say there's a little bit of there's a pre-thing where you like take a bunch of photos at someone's house.
Yeah.
And then there's like how you're getting to prom seems to matter of like
Yeah.
are you driving or some people
And
would
then-
do like group vans or limos or whatever. And then prom parties are also like the after party.
Oh,
is like
did
a
you
thing.
get loose?
Yeah,
Which is
shout
illegal.
out, which
That's
is illegal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember because in Australia you can drink when you're 18. So
Oh.
I remember the last day of school, we went to a Mexican restaurant. I drank a frozen margarita, and I can't really drink, so I was like red after like half a frozen margarita. I went back home and I slept for like 4 hours, and then went back for the graduation
Wait, the graduation was like the next.
that night.
Oh my
like,
God!
After the
You're
last day of
so
school.
were you hungover then while walking?
I get like hungover immediately. Like I get a headache immediately, not
get the-
hungover.
you get the flush
yeah,
and
the
everything?
flush,
Yeah.
everything like that. Yeah, like going home, I was.
Shit, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, weird. Also, I might show that there's a There's some sort of here. Look this way, real quick. There's some sort of like flashy, shiny thing. You see that? That keeps hitting me right in my eye. So I'm gonna like. Well, I'm gonna keep my tie on. What the hell am I doing? I'm gonna crawl past it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shut this damn curtain real quick.
Will this be edited out?
No, this is in. This is all in, baby.
Holy Christ,
It's all
this
in.
is crazy.
No, yeah, it just like kept hitting like a bright
yeah.
flash right in my eye repeatedly.
Yeah.
Some sort of dangling mobile of shards of glass or something.
Maybe it's to stop birds. Do you have that?
What do you mean?
In Australia, if we have too many birds, you'd hang like DVDs, like that you're not watching anymore, on your porch, so that it will catch the lights, and that scares birds away. Like if you have a bird problem.
That could have been.
Yeah.
I think that's very reasonable, actually.
And the meme is like it's normally like Friends or Seinfeld because you have a box set, and so you have enough CDs to hang.
That's funny.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. I wonder, are there Australian memes that are like huge that we don't know about here in America?
There definitely would be.
Nice. No examples though. We just wanted to know that that exists as a concept.
Well, even if I said the examples, it wouldn't make any sense.
Well, please try. I'd like to see if we can explain one. Oh, for context, Aaron is Australian.
I'm from Australia. Yeah.
Also a very funny comedian. Check out his special. What was the name of the special? I watched it a while ago.
If weren't filmed, nobody would believe.
Yes. It's great. He's wearing camo.
I am wearing camo. What's memes? It's like so hard to conjure up. It's like because you're thinking of memes and like all I can think of is like put a shrimp on the Barbie, but then I remember that's what Americans think of Australia.
Yeah,
it's not a meme there. But
is it
like I guess we have like iconic people and stuff like that. People who become memes and stuff like that.
That we have like either never heard of or
because they're so Australian. Yeah. Like I have a friend who's a comedian. He's called Aaron Gox, and he's like an icon in Australia because he blew up because he was reviewing like 7-Eleven like sausage rolls and meat pies and stuff, and he loves drinking chocolate milk, which is like such an Australian thing.
Really?
Like construction workers. Like, they call them tradies, and the tradie lunch would be, like, a meat pie and a chocolate milk.
And what is a meat pie? Like an actual pie, or is that a
It's like
term?
a handheld pie.
Huh.
Like, it's like pie crust, and then gravy meat inside. Like,
really? And a chocolate milk?
You'd have a chocolate milk on the side.
That's so cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's like, these guys are, like, burning heaps of calories, but then eating way more. You know, to keep up with it.
Oh yeah.
They kill it. It's sick.
Chocolate milk.
Yeah, a lot of it centers around tradie culture. Like I have another comic friend called John Cruikshank, and he's like an electrician.
I'm familiar with his stuff. Very funny guy.
Oh yeah, you know him?
Not personally, but I like his stuff. Yeah.
Oh, this won't make sense. What I was about to say won't make sense to you at all.
Okay,
it's
sounds
three
good.
different Australian references.
Let's do it. Let's try it. Let's try it out.
There's a famous Australian beer called VB.
Okay.
And there's two drinks called there's one called V, which is like Monster, and there's one called Barocca, which is like
Obama.
Do you have
Sorry.
Barocca Obama? Do you have these like tablets which you put into water and then they fizz up, and it's like
seltzer tablets, or like
maybe like seltzer tablets, but they're good for you. They're like vitamin C and stuff like that. I'm
certain. I don't know if they're called, but yeah, I'm sure
you have stuff like that.
Probably, certainly. We have powders that we do also. Like Emergency is like one.
But they fully fizz up a drink and make them sweet and like orange. Like it's like orange drink like that.
I think so.
Stuff like that.
Certainly, yeah.
And so it's lunchtime. This guy's working, and he's saying that another guy on the job site, he's like, I'm about to have a VB, and he's like, oh, you're gonna drink a beer? But he's like, no, he's getting this Monster energy drink called V, and then putting a Barocca inside the like can of energy drink. And it's crazy.
Is this a real thing? This guy? This is a thing that John did?
Not John, but this other guy that John was working with.
Gotcha. Oh, okay.
If you knew those drinks, it would be crazy.
That's such a. I love that. I love that there is so much difference. I don't know. Yeah.
I started the story and knew that
No, but I wanted
when
it.
I was doing the maths. Yeah.
Yeah. I like that. I like seeing that you guys have different math.
Yeah.
It's like it's interesting because it's like you'll have the same math like numbers in math.
Yeah.
But you'll like call the number 3 like a double jumper or something. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, 2 plus double jumper makes fever. It makes a fever. You're like, what?
What's American construction work culture?
That's it sounds like construction work culture over there has like a larger cultural presence. Mm-hmm. Here it certainly does have like a thing. I'm not as familiar with it. I don't know the jargon. It's not as it would just be like construction. It does have like no nickname. Mm-hmm. But I would definitely say it's like the imagery of like I don't know, guys sort of bullshitting, shooting the shit, but also like eating a pail of lunch on the sidewalk, maybe catcalling women is sort of the stereotypes.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Like sitting on the crane and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's the back in the day, but now it's more like but still you still see them eating like.
What's a pail of lunch?
Oh,
they bring lunch or like.
Yeah, I mean that's a common thing, like a lunchbox. They will
bring lunch,
or they'll buy lunch. I don't know. The guys I would see in Philly would be at the Dunkin' Donuts a lot.
I've seen like more.
I can't speak for them, by the way. I got no idea.
What's that?
I can't speak for them. I'm sure they're all. Well, part of it too is like they're all individuals, and there's no. I don't know what the wider cultural idea is. Sorry, what were you saying?
But I've seen like more like Hispanic job sites or whatever, and there's like there's one near my house, and there's a woman standing there, and she's got like a cooler full of like different foods.
Huh.
And maybe she's like either selling them to the workers specifically, or like there's some sort of deal going on. But I really wanna.
Yeah, I don't know.
I wonder if I can access that.
Now that you're saying that, I'm thinking there's a lot of different subcultures for construction where it's like, oh, this is the Amish and they'll put up a barn in a day or whatever. Yeah. But then there's people doing like illegal job site work where it's like they're doing it without OSHA. That's like the safety guideline people. Yeah. They're doing it without
like the safety guidelines. Because one time we were walking and then something crazy happened on a construction site and you're like, these guys aren't.
Is that true?
I think so.
I'm sure. I mean, I'm sure.
Yeah,
I'm pro safety culture.
That's crazy. I'm anti-safety.
Well, some people, it's much cheaper, I think, to do it with just like your boys. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's illegal, right?
Yeah, it's illegal to do certain ways. Yeah, you all have to be having hard hats and certain like regulations of scaffolding and stuff like that.
Australia is much more regulated than the United States.
Really?
In every facet.
Really?
Yeah.
And no example. No,
you have to
broad sweep. We should make a bunch of broad sweeping statements with
no evidence. But people often call, like, especially like America during the pandemic was calling Australia like nanny state and stuff like that. Do you have that term, nanny state?
No, but I like that as an idea.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Australia is kind of like that a bit, like the government like really is in your business and wants to like nanny you, I guess. Oh, but like for example, you'll get fined if you ride a bicycle without a helmet.
Oh, okay.
And like
that's kind of like that.
Like that. It's like everything is to do with safety. Yeah, it's pretty. You feel safe in Australia.
I think it's weird that you can ride a bike without a helmet here. It's like that's how people.
Is nuts.
It's like 9 out of 10 bike deaths are not wearing a helmet. It's like it's like you absolutely should be wearing a helmet. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, I don't
anyway,
know.
yeah. Sorry, not to be That's one thing that I'm definitely like a little bit of a narc on is like. No, you need to be safe physically. That's important, you know?
Yeah, well, you love Australia.
I probably would enjoy it. Yeah, I think so. I'll come over sometime.
Yeah, come over. They'll love you.
You're not there, but I just crash at your place.
Yeah, you could.
Hey, and by the way, feel free to crash here.
What do you got in that tub there?
Oh, that's kombucha.
Are you allowed to say? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm making some kombucha.
Nice. Is it does it take time or it's just like...
It takes some time, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know, kombucha just costs too much money, but I like it.
Yeah.
I think it's good for digestive stuff, so I get a little SCOBY going.
Is that all SCOBY or is it liquid?
It said the SCOBY is the top, is the being. You see that weird being inside of there?
Yeah.
That like jellyfish pancake.
Yeah,
That's the stuff that does it. But then you basically just add black tea and sugar. Maybe I'll hold it up for the camera.
Will it mess it up if you?
Nah, who gives a shit? All right.
That's awesome.
It's you can kind of see it. I need to add more liquid curly, but it's like.
Can you mess it up, or is it?
Yeah.
You can mess it up.
Yeah, I messed it up previously, but
Yeah.
this time what I did is like I got pH testing strips so I can check to see how it's doing the whole time.
So you don't get botulism or whatever.
Yeah, I'm trying not to die. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's sick. Yeah, I got into fermenting for a bit. But
Oh, yeah?
like, not like. I
Like
never
pickles?
made kombucha. Yeah,
This
I
is
made
so
pickles
easy.
and
This
stuff.
is crazy easy.
Yeah, you
pickles
need a
in my
SCOBY though.
Well, you just get kombucha from the store, like if it has any of the grits still in it.
Yeah,
You just pour it in. That's how I made this.
Really?
Yeah, just get store bought kombucha that has any of the stuff.
You need
and
to
then-
get the good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just get the good stuff, and then
Yeah.
you put it into black tea and sugar, and it'll make one. Like that formed
Wow.
over the last like week or two.
That's kind of dope.
Yeah.
It's like a pet.
Yeah.
Like,
you can eat it too. You can fry it.
You know sea monkeys?
Yeah.
Did you ever have sea monkeys?
little shrimp guys? Yeah.
Yeah. That was crazy. I had sea monkeys one time, and I like got so excited about it that I spilled it over
Oh,
on the
no.
first day. So I never got to see.
Your house got infested with them.
Yeah.
Like they adapt to live
What
in
are sea
land.
monkeys?
They're like little shrimp things.
They are shrimp?
They're like krill type thing. I don't know exactly. They're like tiny shrimp.
Yeah. Were you into it ever?
I had them once, but then like if you don't keep buying sea monkey food, then they like die or whatever.
Yeah.
So like I had them briefly, but
Yeah.
that's not really. I don't know. It's all branding.
Yeah.
Hut. Have you had pets? Are you a pet guy?
I had a dog, a Jack Russell, pretty dope. But that's it. Like a couple of dogs, one early on, one later on.
Nice.
That's it.
Jack
Yeah,
Russells are cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had a dog?
Yeah.
You got a cat? No.
Cockapoo. That's my roommate's cat.
Yeah.
Chilling behind in the camera frame. Hut.
Yeah.
I don't know if more people. I don't really look at the metrics for the pod. I don't know if more people watch or listen.
Yeah.
But whenever there's like a visual thing happening, I'm like, do people even slightly?
But
even
the
even
thing
people
is
that
they
watch,
can,
it's
you
like,
know?
yeah. They
If you
at any
really
time
wanted to know what kombucha looks like.
checking the timestamp on the
You
on the
could.
Spotify and jumping over to YouTube. Okay, what the hell are they talking about? How's United States been? You've only lived here for what, like?
6 months now.
Yeah.
But I've been so in and out. Like I just went to Mexico and stuff like that. It's a crazy city. I love it. New York City.
Yeah.
I love it. It's so much bigger than Sydney, Australia.
Are you from Sydney?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm from Sydney. It's born and raised. So like Sydney's like one of the biggest, probably top 2, if not the biggest city in Australia.
And the other, wait, hold on. Melbourne?
Melbourne.
I guess I'm learning the Australian comedy scene just from talking to you guys. It's like
Yeah.
Brisbane a little bit, right? And then
Yeah.
Perth is on the other side. But then
Perth is
Sydney,
big on the other side.
Sydney and Melbourne are the two.
Yeah. In terms of comedy, it's people move to Sydney or Melbourne. You can do it there, but New York's just so much bigger. It's crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
How big is Sydney? Like, do you know the population?
Sydney is like
I assume.
they think that
They reckon. They guess. They've got a rough guess. I mean,
in Australia, it's all guesses. I think they think it's like 12 people live there.
That's because their math is different.
Yeah, they think it's between a fever and a jumper, double jumper maybe. No, I think like they say, like the population of LA is like the population of Australia,
Really?
something like that.
Wait, what? Wait, how many people live in Australia? Wait, what?
I think maybe like 20 million people live in Australia. I don't know.
No, really? Oh, it's like that. It's
I'm messing
I
around.
don't know. I'm sure. I'm.
No,
I
you're
don't.
not
I
sure.
don't doubt you. I am sure that it's smaller than us by significantly.
Yeah.
But when you actually say it, I still am sort of in a sort of state of disbelief, going like, "Wow, that is so much."
It's small.
Yeah.
It's small. And Sydney is like so spread out. So you could be driving like 2 hours end to end. Like you could still be in Sydney.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then New York is like 8.5 million people, and that's like half of Australia. I don't know.
I guess so. Yeah.
Something like
yeah.
that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a
I don't
lot.
know.
I
We
don't
should
know
look it up.
How many people in New York? 8 million, you know?
Yeah, at any given moment. It's hard to keep track.
Yeah.
I've got a big I've got chip in everybody, and I keep track of when they leave the city limits, so I can.
Yeah, right.
I see the population change on a big screen.
Yeah.
You ever seen the Apple Vision thing, the headset that people are wearing?
No, I've never seen that.
It's like brand new.
Oh, yeah. I've seen
people
like maybe ads for that.
People have like the thing, and they're like in public, like
Yeah.
like that. I don't know.
That's crazy.
I have that, but I'm paying attention to the population of every country and seeing all the numbers float and move in my mind.
Like stocks.
Yeah.
Are you a Wall Street guy?
No, not even. Are you? I know I got this tie on right now.
Yeah. That's why I got confused.
I did recently buy, I don't know. I put a little bit of money into Nintendo, but that's it. I don't.
Oh, really?
I don't support the stock market. I think it's evil and bad, but I also think it's all fake.
Why did you
But
put
I like
money in Nintendo?
I like Nintendo. That's it. That's my only reason.
I thought you were on a thing. Like they're gonna release a new console.
That is actually what I think.
They're gonna be the next ones.
I think they're gonna make a new console. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I was just like, all right. I don't know. Let's see if that happens.
Good luck.
A little bit of a gamble.
Yeah.
Not. I don't support. The thing is, the stock market, I think, is purely like a vibes based thing.
Yeah.
Like it's all nonsense money that moves based on good news and bad news. I don't know.
Yeah. It's because what they did to GameStop.
Yeah. No, it's all bullshit. I don't know. But at the end of the day, like, if I had like a ton of money, I think it becomes real if you have like billions of dollars in it and you actually become people who vote on stuff.
Yeah.
I think those people are evil.
Yeah.
So they're just voting for all the stuff that makes more
Yeah.
money. You know what I mean? But I'm just like, all right, I put a little. I bought some games. No, not GameStop. Nintendo. I like Mario. I like Nintendo. What?
I heard you bought a lot of stock in Exxon and.
Am I legally allowed to say? Am I legally allowed to publicly? Is that how that works? I don't even know.
You're allowed to say what stocks you bought, but you have to say that you're not a professional and you shouldn't follow.
Yes,
advice.
I'm not a professional. You should not follow my advice, and unless you want to. Yeah.
Unless you want to make a good decision in your life.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That seems bad to me. But.
What coffee is this?
The biggest one they had at the. Is it bad?
No, it's a nice strong brew.
Oh, really?
I like it. Yeah,
oh, nice. Yeah, no,
I like coffee. You can taste like coffee flavor.
I genuinely bought it because it was the biggest one they had at the grocery store.
Yeah, nice. What's the thinking behind that? Like,
value? I thought, bulk for the money.
Yeah.
I wanted to see if it was good enough, because if it was good enough and I like the price, then it's like, why would I ever get
something else?
Some cheap,
like
the expensive stuff that's like a little packet, and they're like,
yeah.
Strawberry creme.
Yeah.
It is good though. I do like that stuff too.
Where do you shop? Which?
The bodega.
The bodega, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm too lazy.
Support local.
Yeah, let's go with that. I don't eat enough food to really justify going further.
I eat too much food.
Oh yeah?
Like I'd eat all of the bodega. I gotta go to Walmart.
You go to Walmart for grocery?
Walmart's big though.
Have you? So you've been? Do they have them in Australia?
They got it in Australia. Walmart. Oh, is it Walmart or what's the one where you buy a lot of stuff like?
I know what heaps means. You've taught me what heaps means.
What's the one where you buy heaps of
Costco.
stuff? Costco. That's the one we have. We don't have Walmart.
Oh, okay.
We got Costco though.
Interesting. Do you have any special Australia stores? Or not just supermarkets, but how about businesses that were
what's Woolworths here? Is there a thing called
There is, but I think it's outside of my purview.
So in Australia, the two biggest supermarkets are one called Coles and one called Woolworths.
Coles?
Yeah.
Here, that's a clothing store.
COLES?
No. KOHL.
No, it's
You mean Cole.
COLES.
Gotcha.
Coles.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big one. Yeah, Kmart's big though in Australia.
Really?
Kmart's 24 hours in Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we like Kmart. We like Target. But Target doesn't have groceries.
Wait, well, Target here has groceries.
Yeah.
Yours doesn't have groceries?
Yeah, it doesn't have groceries. Department only.
Huh.
Here, I feel like Target's kind of nice. In Australia, Target's not nice.
Really?
Yeah.
Are they just like half-assing it down there? What's up with that?
Yeah, they're half-assing it. I think it's like... I think Australians generally, it's like... like stores like Kmart and Target, you go to get like cheaper stuff.
Huh. Here, Target's whole brand here was like positioned as sort of an anti-Walmart of like being like a nicer
version.
Walmart. Yeah, it was like the whole idea.
Our version of that is called like
Walmart.
David Jones or Maya. Like
what?
Those are like that's really nice.
Is there anything that you've been surprised by here that there either is or isn't?
In America?
Yeah. And I've got one that I remember you guys mentioned.
Oh, what did I say?
Single-use plastics. Blake said, I think.
Oh,
So I thought that was interesting.
Yeah. You guys got straws still. We don't have. You guys got plastic straws.
You don't have them at all.
Plastic straws. Yeah.
Interesting.
There's no plastic straws, no plastic bags. You couldn't buy one.
Well, you were closer to the turtles.
Yeah.
You guys give a fuck about that. Coral reef matters to you.
Yeah.
We're like, we don't care about that coral reef.
You guys don't have turtles.
We probably do, but they're not like in immediate
They're
view.
not chilling.
They're not
you guys
chilling.
Got
They're
Franklin.
fine.
You know Franklin?
Yeah. An episode where he chokes to death on a straw.
But that would be a big problem for him.
Do you have like those? Do you have the compostable ones and all that shit?
We have the paper straws and stuff. They suck. They're terrible.
I like the ones that are like that weird in between material. You know what I'm talking about? They're like green and gritty in a way. I fuck with those.
They're trying everything in Australia, like everything that's not plastic. They'll try. Like they got pasta like straws made out of pasta.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Are those good? Do they get all fucked up and weird?
They do, yeah. Eventually, like...
You're just eating a noodle.
Eventually it becomes a noodle if you leave it too long.
You're like drinking milk? You make a milk noodle? What the fuck? Chocolate milk out of a noodle? Australia's fucked up. They're drinking chocolate milk out of a noodle.
Well, I think that about Americans, because it's like... Americans aren't known for their adventurous palate, right? Like, in terms of food.
True.
Like middle America.
Yeah. White America at large is famous for being into only salt and pepper. It's like an idea.
You guys are so comfortable compared to maybe Australia to have like sweet and savory on the same palate. Like on the same plate. I mean, like...
Interesting. That wouldn't even cross my mind as an issue.
Like maple syrup on bacon, like that's a new thing in Australia. Bacon as like a sweet thing, like candied bacon or stuff like that, and like
my mouth is watering. Yeah, totally.
having like jelly on stuff, like you know what I mean. Do you know that TikToker called Oki Way? He has like a bodega.
Yeah. Getting a hamburger the Oki Way and it's a bunch of gummy worms and shit.
It's stuff like getting like a sandwich on like honey buns. Is that like cool or is that weird?
I think I would say the Oki Way stuff is viral here also because it is still also weird. But there's some degree of it. Like I'll get like a lox and cream cheese on a cinnamon raisin bagel. I think that is still a little weird, but I think people, instead of like fully judging, would be like, oh, is that good? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which it sounds like, are you saying in Australia they would be like, what the hell?
Yeah, for that type of food, they're like, kind of what the hell? Like, that's like maybe somewhere between like too indulgent for an Australian or like just too crazy. Like, we never thought about it. Like, we'll have pancakes on one plate and then like eggs on another plate type thing.
Really?
Like,
you want to put them together?
Now more so because we're getting the American style, but back in the day, like you'd keep everything pretty separate.
You ever eat a kangaroo?
Yeah.
Really?
I've had kangaroo meat. Like I haven't. Like I wouldn't say like I ate a kangaroo, but I've eaten kangaroo.
I like that distinction.
Like, would you say like
I've eaten
like,
a cow?
Have you? I see. You ever ate a cow?
Wait, do they do kangaroo spit roast? Is that like a thing?
No.
Like hanging
it
by
too big. Oh, I guess you could maybe.
Like a joey?
I never seen it.
Do they eat the joeys ever? That seems a little messed up, but we eat the baby cow here.
Kangaroo is a pest in Australia.
Really? They're like a big issue?
Have you seen the movie Wake and Fright?
No, but I've seen Kangaroo Jack.
That's different. One is one is pro kangaroo and one is anti kangaroo.
What's this movie
Or
called?
Wake and Fright, like one of the. It's like about a teacher who goes to this like country town, and it's like messed up what he sees there. He has to live in this country town for like he gets a job there, and he goes out. One of the first scenes is like he goes out with the locals, or maybe it's like he's not even there. They're just establishing what these guys are like, and they go on these trucks and they have machine guns on the back. And they go find kangaroos and just shoot them down, and it's like.
And that's like but that's framed
but they
as
filmed it for real.
Oh, okay.
So it's like
whoa,
they're actually hunting kangaroos
with a machine gun
in the movie, with a machine gun, because it's like.
And that's a positive thing to do because there's too many of them.
I guess so. Yeah, I guess so. But it's still like confronting to watch, like just mowing down these kangaroos. But
What music is playing? That's the real question.
It's a 70s movie.
It's they're doing like what's that song that
Kylie Minogue.
Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Yeah.
I ain't no fortunate song.
Yeah, it's like that.
Sorry.
But yeah, I've eaten kangaroo.
Oh,
you can't
cool.
eat it if you're pregnant because they might have parasites and it could kill your baby or something.
How would the parasites get to the baby?
I don't know if it's
so you can get parasites from them in general.
Yeah.
And then they.
Yeah, but I think it's normally okay. But you hear freak stories of like,
Kangaroo.
2 women will go and eat like a fancy meal with kangaroo, and both of them will like lose their baby or whatever.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Because of kangaroo parasites.
Yeah.
Is there okay? So is it a fancy meat? Is it something you've had
It's
once
for
off,
anyone.
or is it
It's
is it a frequent food?
It's not a frequent food, but you can get it. Like,
is it good?
It's not in. It's like game. It's like kangaroo's so lean, so it's like a game meat type thing. It'd probably be like deer or something. You can taste like the earthiness of it.
Interesting.
Yeah, but it's like Australian like fancy food culture is obsessed with using anything like Australian and
that makes sense.
native type things. So like kangaroo would be one of them. You'd see kangaroo like.
And then various other
It's
like
very sustainable.
flora
type of
and
meat.
sure.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
There's some sort of like Australian Mr. Beast with like some sort of feastable kangaroo burger type thing.
I love Australian Mr. Beast.
Australian Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast is one of my favorite creators. He's my number one inspiration.
We gave 1,000 people
kangaroo meat.
we replaced their legs with kangaroo legs, and now they have to hop around. I can't do a fucking. That's my Australian accent. I'm literally sitting next to you, and you have an Australian accent, and I'm doing this very like TV-ified dog shit.
People don't know my Australian accent. Like
they can't recognize it.
Yeah, when I'm talking to Americans, it'll be like maybe 10 minutes into a conversation, and
try to do your voice.
Try to do it.
Yeah, I'm trying. Well, just like your accent.
Yeah. Do you think my accent's thick?
I would say so. I definitely.
Really?
I mean, well, to be fair,
you can hear it.
I knew you were Australian before I met you. You know what I mean? So I went into the interaction knowing.
Sam Campbell's accent's thicker.
Oh yeah.
I would say so, wouldn't you say?
Well, that's because he's from that weird
Queensland.
town that he's ashamed of or something.
Yeah, he's
I
been
forgot what it
telling
was.
a lot of Americans that he's from like some town name, but he's never said that to me.
I just remember he was like, "I'm from." How much? Do Sam's voice?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm from this small town.
Sounds like
Where's all these fuckers? I don't know. I'm trying to do his. I don't know if he says fuckers like that. I'm trying to. Can you do a Sam? Can you do a Sam voice? Also, hi Sam. How's it going? If he's watching.
Sam's like, "G'day guys, it's me, Sam Campbell."
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. I was trying to do when he goes into like sort of the yelling mode.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'll do that.
I'm trying to get my righteous picks. I don't know what the fuck. That's him. Sam Campbell voice, Mr. Australian Beast. Sam's like the Australian Mr. Beast.
He is, yeah. He's very altruistic.
Let's say if you don't know Sam Campbell, look up his stuff. If you don't know Aaron Chen, look up his stuff.
Don't look up my stuff.
My friend Miso Bell, shout them out as well. They're the one who told me about you in the first place.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah, hell yeah.
Thank you, Miso.
I believe they're in the Melbourne scene. I believe so. That's they were also on a different app. Check that one out.
Definitely true.
Yeah.
Miso was here for a bit.
Yes. Oh, we went to the diner.
Yeah.
And Blake, where's Blake from?
Blake is from Melbourne, also.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like this pie. It's cool to
the
have
Aussie thing.
Yeah.
Have there been many? You've been in New York for how many years now?
2.5 or so.
Has there been many Aussies coming through? I guess Miso came through.
Miso, yourself,
did you
Sam.
meet Jess Fuchs?
Not off the top of my head.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm just thinking of other Aussies that.
It seems like you guys all know each other though, to
a little
some
bit,
degree.
yeah. But I just can't think of that many that have come to New York. We normally do London.
Oh, yeah, that's where Sam is, right?
Yeah.
Is there a bigger cultural connection to England just because of the colonizational past?
We're still part of the Commonwealth.
Oh, you still are them?
Yeah. If you're under 35 in Australia, you can get a visa.
Oh, I thought you were saying you're still if you're under 35, you're still part of the Commonwealth, then you get
if you're 36, they're like, time to move out.
You become like a New Zealander somehow?
Yeah. New Zealand's part of the Commonwealth too.
Oh, really?
You guys are the only ones that left.
Oh.
Maybe South Africa left?
That sounds right.
I don't know.
Well, they were Danish, I thought.
Who?
South Africa?
I don't know about that.
I think so. Because that's why they speak that like half
Dutch,
Danish.
maybe.
Dutch. Well,
or
isn't
German.
That the
Dutch.
same? Isn't Dutch and Danish the same? Denmark?
They're very different.
Dutch
is like Holland. Netherlands.
Oh, totally. Right. Yeah. We're all learning together in the same space.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, I think they stopped being that at some point. Mm-hmm. Have you been to New Zealand? Because that's like way far from Australia, right? That's like 1,000.
It's close by.
I thought it was like 1,000 miles or something.
I don't know how many miles.
It's like it's close to Australia relative to everything else, but it's still like I thought it's still physically far.
If you fly from Sydney to Auckland, it's like 4 or 5 hours, something like that.
That's like from here to LA. That's like over. That's like a few thousand.
For Australia, that's short.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
But imagine here to LA. That's how far. You know what I mean? That's like.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fucking far.
We're separated by water, but culturally we're very similar.
Have you been much?
Yeah, a lot.
Do they not have? They don't have kangaroos, right? They got sheep.
They got sheep. Yeah. They got sheep. Their native animals are like really small. Like they don't have like dangerous animals and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah. They got a kiwi. That's the famous bird.
Right.
It's like the size.
Did you ever eat one?
No, you can't. You can't eat any of their birds.
What? Why?
Like any of their like
because it's endangered, or because the
species.
game is bad.
I think endangered and protective.
Gotcha.
Probably wouldn't taste good. They're tiny. But Australia is the only country in the world where you can eat the animals on the crest.
What's up? What are the animals on the crest?
Kangaroo and emu.
You can eat the emu?
Yeah.
How's that?
I never had it before.
But that neck is good. Eat an emu neck like a damn corn on the cob.
That's disgusting.
You got the whole bird. And you're
it's like a hot dog.
Yeah.
You take the bone out. That's a hot dog.
Yeah. You leave the bone in. That's a hot dog with a bone.
You should have meant that. Hot dog with the bone. Bone in hot dog.
Yeah. Well, I like that idea. It's sort of like it's kind of like corn on the cob, but like if it's a bone.
Yeah.
There was an emu war, right? Is that something? Do you hate talking about some of the Australian classic? You like? Okay.
Easy to talk about.
Oh sure.
Because it's like
what's hard for you to talk about?
Maybe childhood trauma, that type of thing.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, because you guys would never eat the bald eagle. You know what I mean?
Well, I would say culturally, sure, I would. I'd give it a shot.
I think you're not allowed to.
Well.
The
laws are.
Oh yeah, you don't respect
civil
laws.
disobedience is part of my whole thing. No,
no one's arguing for that. Like, that you should be able to eat the eagle.
No, that's a good point. That's our.
Not even libertarians would be like, you should be able to eat the eagle.
Huh. Maybe that is like one group that would definitely.
Do you think so?
That you should be allowed to eat the eagle?
Yeah.
I don't think it should actually be. I mean, it's an endangered
No, I mean,
species.
do you think the libertarians would be like, you should be allowed to eat it?
That's a good question. I don't know. Not sure what their whole... I'm not really keeping up to tabs with
Do you
what the
know any
libertarians...
libertarians?
I've definitely... anytime I learn somebody's a libertarian, I definitely... they become more of a satellite in my life. I drift apart from them a little more as a friend if they...
You should email one of them and ask. I would love to know that.
It's funny, you use email
Yeah.
as a primary communication.
As one of my... I love emails.
It's how we, like, interacted initially.
Yeah.
Which is funny to me.
It's because I don't have Instagram anymore. So I put my email in my bio and it's like, if you want to hit me up there.
Do you want them to know that?
What's in the bio? Anyone
it's in the
can
bio?
know it. Yeah.
Oh,
so,
cool.
like, I guess it's good because it's like an extra step. Like, emailing someone is different to DMing someone.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you could email someone, I hate you, like, die. But if you wanted to, it's harder to email because you feel like you have to say, like, dear Aaron. You know? And then that changes your whole mentality.
Dearest Aaron.
Yeah.
I've always hated your work.
You'd think about it a bit more.
Huh. Yes, I'm sure I wrote Dear Aaron or something like that. Or
Yeah,
hello,
hello.
Aaron. Or like hello, comma.
Hello, comma.
I swear I have this
You
email
got that formal
validly.
talk going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, emails are tricky because you have to strike about. You have to be formal with
Yeah,
it. It's like a
definitely.
letter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got your email from Sam Campbell. I for sure said that. I was I have to.
That was
make
the
it clear
subject line.
Yes, I think it was like
Sam
Sam
Cam.
gave me your email.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sam Cam.
So how is New York compared to Philadelphia?
It's funny you remember that. The comedy scene is much larger and goes up significantly higher in terms of opportunities and like
When you left
television and
Philly, were
industry.
you like the king of Philly?
No.
Were you at the top? So you weren't at the top.
What am
You're
I
being
supposed to
humble.
agree with this?
Yeah.
No, I would still say not.
Were you in the top? How many comedians were in Philly?
Okay, being humble, no. If I want to brag in some sense, I would say that there was definitely comedians that I respected and thought were innovating and were really funny and were friends of mine, and I was in with them and we were all homies.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
nice. Yeah,
so
yeah.
that's
Did they all move?
No, there's been a bit of well, yes and no. So I moved right after the pandemic. Once I got vaccinated.
Yeah.
Like after the main lockdown. But there's like a major alt scene theater called Good Comedy Theater.
Yeah.
That I think I'm actually wearing that shirt underneath of here.
Oh my gosh.
What the fuck? That's like we set that up.
Yeah.
We set that. We didn't set that up. But that ended in the pandemic.
Yeah.
So the alt scene is kind of in a diaspora state where a lot of Philly comedians who were a part of that scene have either moved to LA, moved to New York, or are just now sort of a lot of people quit and some people are getting back into it currently.
Yeah.
Actually, the last episode that I just did was with a pillar of that comedy scene, my good friend. Her name's Michael Watkins.
Michael Watkins.
Yep.
Shout out.
Yep, shout out. Check out that episode right before this one.
Yeah. You'll need to listen
Go
to
back in
that to
time.
understand most of this episode.
Yeah. But the New York scene is great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yup.
It's big.
Yes. One thing I've learned, and maybe you'll agree with this, I don't know what the case is for Sydney, but the idea of industry, what I've learned is that they're literally, that literally means people. Like literally, when I imagined industry previously, I had a sort of nebulous mental image of cameras or like studio spaces in a sense.
Yeah.
But what it actually means is it's like, oh, that's the industry is in New York because that's where they literally physically live. Like managers and talent agents and executives or whoever, and LA, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas in Philly, there's no industry in Philly, not because there's a lack of cameras, but because there's a lack of
people,
connected people. Yeah.
Yeah. You
How
could create one.
Yeah. But it's like how? But then it's like
You should move back, become an agent, call yourself Benny Big Bucks, and, create the Philly industry.
that's right. Yes. But then it's like if a main element of industry's role is having connections to the other industry people and knowing people, then it's like ironically like having it be in two centralized locations is the only way that can operate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I did want to decentralize it to Philly. I was going to try to make it from Philly, but it's like, oh, you can't.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Or you have to do it purely online.
But then some people become extremely successful, and then they like Father Rogan and
Father. Yeah, but he was in LA. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but then like now Austin's like I hear is like a big comedy city, right?
Oh, totally. Yeah.
And Brother Bargatze moved to Nashville.
Yeah.
And I heard like that's kind of a thing. Mm-hmm. Is that true?
That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
But
you wouldn't move to those places, I guess.
No, I don't think I would.
Yeah.
I don't think that would be an appropriate path. I also think that
well, Austin, from everything that it sounds like, Austin sounds like it's like a small city that can't handle the influx of comedy.
Yeah. It would also sound. I mean, New York and LA. It's like there's alternate paths. There's multiple gatekeepers. There's multiple. There's many industry and mechanisms. Whereas Austin, it sounds like the primary path is through that specific scene and subset of that scene. You know what I mean?
Father Rogan?
Yeah. I mean, it seems like that's the primary. Like, if I were to move to Austin, the primary path would be that element is the gatekeepers of that space. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, it's cool that there's so many cities in America.
I was going to ask, what's the industry like in?
It's in Sydney or Melbourne exclusively. That's like LA and
in
New York.
Oh, sure.
But it's kind of small now. Like it's like you can't do that many shows. Like you couldn't do on a rare night. You could do like 5 a night. Like that would be something special. Normally, in Sydney, I'd be like happy doing like 3 a week or 4 a week would be like.
Oh, sure.
A lot, like, but yeah, when I left Sydney, there was like it's like still coming back from the pandemic, and it's like not that many good shows. Like compared to when I started, there was a lot of good shows, but now I think it's finding its feet again. There's maybe some good shows.
Is that a diaspora state as well, or is it like
What do you mean by that?
Oh, like people, diaspora being like people in one location, then they all kind of disperse.
Sydney?
Like are people trying? Is
you
it like
can stay in Sydney
and be a comedian like full time professional?
for sure? Yeah, Sydney and Melbourne, you could, and then some people get big and then they move back home
London.
to like Brisbane or something, and then that is kind of like what I think those other guys did, where they moved home or whatever.
How about Perth? Is Perth so disconnected because it's on the
West Coast? It'd be like you could stay there. You'd have to be. I actually can't think of anyone who's stayed there, but it's just so far away. Like if you get any TV work, it will be in like most likely in Melbourne, but sometimes in Sydney. So you'd have to fly like 5-6 hours just to do this like 1 hour of work and then fly back. Like it's not.
But you've done it.
It's not worth
you've done
it.
it.
You go to Perth because you can do some nice shows there. Like you can do like theaters and stuff. But
good to know. Mental note: I'll go to Perth.
Yeah, Perth Fringe is really fun.
Hey, where's Guy Montgomery? I know him
He's
from online as well.
Auckland guy.
Where the fuck is Auckland?
New
Zealand.
Yeah.
He's not Australian. Okay.
No, and he stays in Auckland, which is like
sorry, Guy. I didn't know that. That's cool. Hell yeah.
Which is sick that there's a lot of great comedians in Auckland, and that's
who else?
Not a
name some names. We'll check them out.
Anymore.
What's that? Sorry.
Name some names. I like Chris Parker is really good. Paul Williams is there.
When I rewatch this, I'll Google him. Yeah.
And then a lot of successful comedians have moved from New Zealand. Like there's a comic in the UK called Rose Matafeo, and she's like crushing it.
Okay.
In the UK.
I'll butcher when I type these names in, but I'll look them up. Yeah.
Yeah, but they were nice.
Is there an opposite connection as well? Do you feel like people from London are often hitting up
Australia?
Yeah.
No, like people, like there's a few like legends that have moved to Australia, but they still like keep their like foreign identity for a long time and tour off it. So like there was a few like people who I was watching since I was like a kid on our every year we have a thing called the Melbourne Comedy Festival Gala, and that's like everyone does like a 4-minute spot, and it's like a 2-hour show with all these comics doing 4-minute spots.
Oh, cool.
And one of my favorites was this guy called Arj Barker, who you might know.
Okay.
He's like an American comic, but he moved to Australia ages ago.
Sounds familiar.
I didn't know like he was living in Australia because it'd always be like Arj Barker brackets USA like at his shows and stuff.
Oh.
So you think he was like flying back,
Okay.
but then realized that he was like in Australia
marketing gig.
Yeah.
If I have you on a show, I'm gonna do in parentheses Australia.
Yeah.
That's your credit.
So I reckon there's like maybe a few, but like you'd move to Australia if maybe like you were crushing it in Australia or like you had some other reason to be in Australia.
I would love to do like the festivals or something. I just gotta set that up or whatever.
It's hard for US people to do Melbourne Festival, but the other ones are, like you can do it.
Okay.
Because like it's convoluted because like the festival director has to see you and then put you on this thing called headliners, but they normally book pretty nice lineups.
Okay.
You get to do it. It's
I'll figure it out. I'll do it.
Yeah. It's so sick. All the American comics in like Melbourne, they get treated so nice. Like you get taken out to the zoo every day and stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
You get taken out on boat trips.
I would love to go on the zoo.
Yeah.
In Australia.
Yeah. You got to do it.
Is the water there beautiful?
The water?
Yeah, I feel like I've seen like
Australia's got the best beaches.
Is it like crystal clear? Like
crystal clear, nice sand. You know, we have sand beaches.
Nice. Yeah.
I don't know, like, what's the best beaches in America?
No idea.
Miami?
I haven't been.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've been to different beaches, and it's like, I think the thing here is it's like a lot of the water's murky.
Yeah.
I don't know about disgusting as much as just like not see-throughable.
Yeah,
it's like when I imagine like Australia, for some reason I imagine
crystal clear.
It
Sometimes
really is?
it's like
Like
light,
actually?
It looks light blue.
That's incredible.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
That's like so cool.
Yeah,
I've never been to a beach like that. Yeah.
It's nice.
Wow.
That's probably the one thing that you miss a lot in New York winter is the beaches. Yeah.
Were you near the like?
I wasn't that close. I lived in like kind of the inner west of Sydney, so it takes 40 minutes to get to the beach.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Philadelphia was like 2 hours for the beach.
Which beach?
Jersey Shore.
Nice.
Are you familiar with the Jersey Shore?
Yeah, you're a Jersey Shore guy?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I know about Paulie D and
yeah. I went to a
what's that?
I went to a rave that he was DJing one
Are
time.
you serious?
Yeah.
What's that woman
the
called
beach.
in Paulie D? Like Snooki?
Snooki, yeah.
Snooki.
What's that woman called in Paulie D?
Oh, I'm in Jersey Shore. There's a few guys on that. Paulie D, Snooki.
Mike the Situation.
Yeah,
he might have been DJing. I actually don't remember which one was DJing.
That show's like so prototypical for so many shows now.
Yes.
Real Housewives and stuff.
Well, I think that one was. I don't know if it was that one definitely was following the same format that had been done, but it definitely like perfected.
I would say it's innovative, original, and alternative.
I don't know.
They're alt comics to me.
I would love to see them do stand up, specifically
Yeah.
Snooki. I bet she would be really funny.
Yeah.
Like I bet she would go off.
Yeah. I reckon no one's good at stand up unless they've been doing stand up.
Really?
In Australia, like I feel like a lot of like football players or something, they like try to do stand up and they stink.
We have that here, but with MMA fighters.
Yeah.
It's like if you've been punched in the head enough times, you decide that you can be funny. You're familiar with like, I don't know, like Brendan Schaub or whoever?
I've heard about it.
Yeah.
I never investigated too much.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Not worth it. Sorry.
I would love to see the other way, a comedian trying MMA.
I'm sure that's been done. Maybe? I don't know. I'm trying to think.
definitely.
Yeah.
Someone like Logan Paul or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's done stand-up.
I reckon. I think
You
so.
reckon?
Those guys love to do everything. They're multidisciplinary artists.
What do you think of the crowd work? Has that plague descended upon Australia? Because that's like I don't know. I guess that's an internet thing. Like the sort of reels mill. Is that a?
I'd say for sure people would be doing crowd work clips in Australia, but I'm so offline that I have not seen it too much.
How's that, by the way?
It's great. I still watch YouTube Shorts sometimes, so I see it on there.
Oh sure.
But no, I like it. I was too addicted to my iPhone, so it's great to be not on Instagram.
What are you doing?
But it's
instead?
awkward because like people are like, when you meet people, they're like, "Oh, I'll follow you on Instagram," and it's like you have to find a way to say that. Like it's not possible for me to do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like to follow back.
Did you get rid of your phone?
No, I have
You
a
have your
phone,
phone.
but like what I did was I I got my friend to change my Instagram password and not tell me what it is.
Oh.
And then now I have like Instagram logged in on a burner phone in my Australian manager's office, and I didn't take it with me to America. So like if I need to post something for a show or something, I'll just email him like a picture and it's like, can you post this for me?
Do you have two managers? Do you have one for U.S. and one for...
Each territory.
So you have one for New York State, one for...
Yeah, one for Philadelphia.
Quebec. And
Yeah. One for just America and one for Australia.
that's fat. So are you just vibing out, living your life, reading and stuff?
I mean, it's probably my life looks very similar to anyone else's.
No, I'm
not reading that much.
I'm just on the phone.
Oh, you like that? Oh, yeah, you got the
I got it glued.
Apple Vision.
Yeah.
For into populations.
yeah.
Addicted.
Charts
refreshing.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for it to like hit a perfect number.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, fuck yeah, 3,000 in Brisbane or however many.
3,000.
I don't know how many people. 50,000.
Yeah.
What rough guess Sydney population?
Cities?
Sydney population. 500,000?
No. In the millions. For
2
sure.
million.
No.
5 million.
Like high single digits, or I don't know. I'm really
9
bad with
million.
remembering this. Can I Google it just so
Sure.
that it's on the record?
Yeah.
Or is that bad form?
No, Google it real quick.
Okay, I'll Google
and
it
I'll
really
give you a guess as you do it. I
Okay.
bet you it's 1.7.
1.7?
1.7 to 2.5.
No,
2.5.
it's way higher than that.
2.5.
I would say like my guess is okay. It's embarrassing that I don't know, but I would say 9 million is my guess.
Well, that's bigger than New York.
Okay. The estimated population in 2022. Oh, is 9 million bigger than New York?
Yeah.
That's embarrassing. Sorry, I said that. It's 5.3 million.
5.3 million.
What's New York's population?
Like 8 point something.
So you're... Oh, yeah, 8.5 million. That's really embarrassing what I said.
That's much bigger. That's
Yeah.
interesting. Well, I wonder if it's...
Then I was wrong about that LA thing. I just heard that. I thought the population of LA was way bigger than it was. But there's like 20...
Could be a metro area. Or it could be... Wait, what's the population of Australia?
Yeah.
Is it are most people in Sydney?
Most people are on the coasts. So Sydney and... Sydney... Okay, 26 million. So I wasn't that far off.
Okay. Well, I think the population of LA itself might be like 5 million.
Okay.
But like if you include metro area and like wider region, I think it
Yeah.
might be like 26 million. So that makes sense.
Okay, yeah. See?
Yeah. We're guessing. That's neat. That's really cool. That's fascinating.
Yeah. Brisbane would be maybe a couple of million or something.
And no need to check. No need to check.
Yeah.
No need to.
But more than 3,000 for sure.
Oh, sure. I didn't think it was actually 3,000. I definitely thought it would have been roughly like 300,000. So
Yeah.
just based on what we were saying, but
Yeah. It's hard to paint proper pictures.
and we're coming to an hour of
Yeah.
our formal podcast.
Wow.
We really made use of these ties.
I never even looked at how I tied it, but that's pretty nice.
Do you have anything you'd like to plug? Anything you got? Want to let the people know you got going on? What am I? The hot ones guy. This camera.
I love to plug the Oscar awards. They're coming up soon.
Oh, sure.
It's like kind of a celebration of like the best movies of the year.
And I would like to plug Nintendo.
Nintendo stock.
Nintendo stock. You should be able to invest in the Oscars. You should be able to gamble on the Oscars.
You can.
Oh. Really?
My money is on Shape of Water.
I think that they've done it again. It's coming back.
They're gonna have a comeback here.
They should. If a movie's snubbed one year,
yeah,
they should retroactively go, we messed up.
Yeah.
Here's an Oscar for Barbie or whatever. Do you actually watch
the Oscars?
Yeah.
Not really.
Neither do
I watch the monologue. Sometimes if there's comedy on. Do you watch the comedy on those shows?
Yeah. I'll watch like the Golden Globes, which
Ricky Gervais being naughty.
Oh my god. This year the Joe Coy throwing his writers under the bus? What the hell are you doing?
I thought
that's like a big red flag. You cannot do that in comedy. Sorry. You cannot throw your writers under the bus. That's like one of the biggest rules. Anyway, what?
Some of this the writers for this podcast.
Yeah.
Let's celebrate them.
Yeah, sorry, not to just that specific monologue is a big not just that. To be honest, I didn't watch the whole thing because I couldn't get through it.
Well, Joe Coy did a joke about Taylor Swift, which is I don't think it was a nasty joke, but then people thought it was nasty.
It was
a nothing joke.
I don't know.
Taylor Swift reacted like
negatively.
Yeah,
but I think it was a joke about Barbie or something. He had some joke about Barbie that was not good. I don't know. But anyway, what were you saying?
Yeah. Would you host if they asked you next year to host the Golden Globes? Would you do it?
Not with his writers.
Yeah.
I don't think I know enough about movies.
Yeah.
I'm not like a movie guy.
You could joke about the
equipment. Maybe.
You're like, what was this? Filmed on a Sony XR3?
I don't think I would host that thing. Would you host it?
I'd love to, yeah. I love bombing on a big scale would be nice.
Really?
Killing on a big scale is nice, but bombing on a big scale.
You would love to have like a horrible set that everybody.
The first time I ever had went viral was I did a halftime interview thing at like a soccer game in Australia, and everyone hated it.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah.
Is it funny?
But some people liked it. I was being cheeky with it. But it's crazy.
But people took it like unironically or something.
Well, soccer fans message me and they'll kill yourself and stuff.
Oh no, sorry.
It wasn't traumatic because I thought it was.
Dear Aaron.
Yeah. That's when I had Facebook. I still have Facebook actually. Yeah.
I made one recently, but I didn't do anything with. I didn't friend anybody or add any photos, so they flagged me as fake.
You made a Facebook recently.
I was gonna try to put clips on there because I thought it'd be worth it, but then I was like, what am I gonna?
Were you never on Facebook before?
I was, and then I deleted it because I was like, fuck this. But then recently I was like,
are you on TikTok?
But I am on TikTok.
Nice.
Are you on TikTok?
No, I never had an account.
I think they're evil.
Yeah.
Just from literally every other thing is they're constantly trying to get me to advertise. They're make this video trying to sell this piece of shit the item.
Yeah.
And we'll give you $20. And it's like, what are you
bad.
fucking I don't know. It's it's the most selling out a platform. It's like a hyper sellout mechanism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's commercial.
Yeah, it's extremely commercial. Almost every other video is an advertisement in a sneaky way. What?
Some people have a theory. Are we out of time?
No, we're not out of time. We can go until we end naturally.
Some people have a theory that as revenge for the Opium War, China started manufacturing cheap goods to sell back to Australia. I mean, to the West to make them addicted to consumerism, and then maybe TikTok's Like they is an extension of that.
I definitely don't buy any sort of like specific conscience revenge for a thing, but I do buy the general idea of they are fine with it melting our brains as sort of a long-standing history of tension between the two nations.
Yeah, if you're China and you figured out that TikTok was like melting American brains, you wouldn't be mad about that for sure.
I think okay, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. When it's doing TikTok itself is, I think, bad and evil and just, you know, a money-making hyper-capitalist evil machine, etc. The content creators on TikTok, I think some of it's really fantastic. I learn a lot when I'm on TikTok. There's actually like I don't know, some videos that are like
it's just everything's on TikTok.
Everything's on TikTok, yeah. But then it'll be like incredible video I love. Some guy trying to sell me like I don't know, a thing for slicing eggs. But it's like every 3 videos it's like somebody sneaking an advertisement in a horror
Well, that's the whole thing about the scroll, is that they put like stuff you hate in there.
Yeah.
So when you get to something you like, it's like feels like you found gold.
By God. You're onto something there.
Yeah.
You're on the YouTube Shorts algorithm?
Yeah, I'm on there. I let them affect my brain.
You let them. Wait, okay, yes. Okay, let's land this plane.
Yeah.
Aaron, do you have anything you want to plug for real?
No, nothing at the moment.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Me neither. Bye. Thanks for coming on. Good to have you. Check out Aaron's special. If it weren't filmed, then nobody would have known Aaron made a special. Bye.